Morning, guys. It is Thursday, November the 14th. It's not too cold, it's low 30s, but got in the stand late. I'm hunting here in Monroe County, Indiana. Archery season. Gun opens up this weekend, so we got 2 more days before gun, but got in the stand late. Right after I got set up, saw a fawn down in this creek bottom back behind me, and I just saw what looked like a decent buck chasing a doe about 100 yards away from me in the corner here. So there they are again. Doe's running out right now. That's a good buck. They're 80 yards. My wind's good, so I don't know why he's blowing. And he has her locked down. She's trying to work this way, but he won't let her. Dang. He's definitely a young deer, but he will be a giant. If I can't get him and he survives, he's going to be a giant. His whole left side, instead of coming up like a normal deer, his goes like straight forward, and then his right side comes up. His genetics are really similar to a buck my mom killed down here probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. But I think on that buck, the right side was like that, came forward real weird, and then the left side's real tall and cagey. That's the type of deer that I will happily shoot. He's not real wide. He's got some mass. Definitely got some heavy antlers. But he's definitely a young deer. He might be a 2.5-year-old. The reason they came back into the field is because I rattled. He came out there, blew a couple times, stomping his foot, as you guys saw, like he was challenging. So my mom just texted me. She saw a giant down in the bottom field. We don't have permission to hunt in the bottom, but a lot of times those deer, they'll come up the hill and then they'll work this alfalfa field that we're sitting on. She's sitting a couple hundred yards to the north of me, and that buck was to the west. That bottom field's to the west of me. And she said he was working his way south. So maybe there's a chance of seeing a giant, but then again, there's so many places he could disappear off into between where she is and where I am. Definitely keeping my head and my eyes focused to the west and in that bottom. But I'm hoping, and I'm crossing my fingers, that maybe he'll decide to come up and pick through this alfalfa. Well, folks, it was a pretty good morning in the woods. It's about 12:30 now in the afternoon. Haven't seen anything for quite a while. I did end up seeing a yearling doe. She actually walked all the way from the bottom. She walked all the way up to my stand, and she was sniffing the base of my ladder stand. I didn't film any of that because I was kind of planning on shooting her, but really I was watching back behind her to see if something potentially was following her, and nothing was. And then a little bit after that, I ended up seeing a little spike buck down in the creek bed. And that's about it for the later part of the morning. Dad just saw his first deer of the day. You know, we've been hunting for, I guess, five and a half hours or so. He just saw his first deer. Mom's seen quite a few. I ended up seeing the most deer, but she saw a giant buck. So we've definitely seen some giants on this property, and we've killed some big ones here too. My best buck of my life, net score, he was like 160 something. Gross was 146, I think. So there are definitely great deer here, and she got to see one of those deer this morning. So thank you guys so much for watching Explore Hunt. My name is Jeff. I'll be back probably on the same property here either tomorrow or the next day. So shotgun season opens Saturday, and I think we might end up coming here. That buck this morning that I saw, I could have killed him with shotgun or a rifle, whatever I decide to use, but I could have easily killed him. He was only at about 80 yards, maybe a little bit more, and he stood around so long I could have shot him all day with a rifle or shotgun. But it's archery season. That's one of the fun parts about archery, is they gotta be close. So I'm gonna slowly pack up my stuff, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.